1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this episode of the Mudblood podcast brought to you by Manscaped.com. They are the leaders of the ball shaving industry. They are the Steve Jobs of smooth sacks. If you've got a hairy fucking fanny or a big grizzly dick, go on to Manscaped.com. We can get you money off, 20% off with the code MUDBLOOD. With that, you get the Lawnmower 4.0, you get the ball toner, you get the ball deodorant, so you're very smooth, you smell great. What more could you want? I'll tell you what more you could want. Money saved. You get that with the code MUDBLOOD. By entering that code, they know you listen to us, they know that you're listening to the sponsors, and you're like, I want to support the boys, I want to help the podcast out, and you get smooth bollocks. Everybody wins. So go on to manscaped.com, enter the code MUDBLOOD. The link will be in the description of the video. Go there, save some money. Enjoy this week's episode.
So, welcome to the Mudblood podcast. I am your host.
Alright. Oh, so we clap, yeah?
Yeah. You're definitely going to get the DLA top off you.
Wow.
Lifting placards and bouncing about rings. Now you can fucking lift your hands up and clap. Like.
That has never been something I can't do. Never in the meeting they're like, if you're happy and you know it, and I'm like, and they're like, take it off them.
That's not the way it goes. If you're happy and you'll clap your hands, it's not take it off them. Protestants always change the words of every fucking thing.
That's the DLA one.
That's the DLA one.
Jump
It's not DLA, it's Capita, isn't it?
No.
Is it not Capita?
Pip.
Who's Capita?
I don't know.
Because I seen a building down in Newton Abbey and it says Capita on it, and I says, I think that's the concept of the DLA now.
Nah, it's Pip. That's why I see in the box, everyone was raising money for Pip. And I was like, oh, fucking cheers, lads. Get me a wee motor. No, it wasn't for me.
Wasn't that?
No, it was for something else entirely.
Suicide awareness.
I know. But I thought it was for me. I was very taken aback. I was like, this is very kind of you.
Chris from the band used to work for PIPS, like the mental health charity. And he used to be on the phones, and cunts used to ring up and go, here, what's the fucking crack? I put that claim in 2 weeks ago, and you were saying just because I'm working now, I can't be doing that. I wasn't working. He's going, this is for like suicide awareness.
They're ringing up Slavern.
Sorry, mate, I'm awful sorry about that.
That'd be a job I would hate to fucking do. Taking the phones at the Pips, like.
Taking the phones at the Pips.
Do you know what I mean?
You will have to get a wee headset.
Most people in call centres do. No one's. It's not like you're in a wee like 70s office smoking a fag and you're like, hello.
Well,
suicide awareness.
And saying that, I did work on Chinese takeaways and also. That's
the same thing.
No, but what I'm saying is, and in taxi depots, and they were all fucking hello. Some outlaw smoking a fag. What do you want?
Yeah.
Tankery, where's the goddamn phone glass? I be full fed fucking minute.
So Chinese takeaways gonna have like a wee headset and you're like walking about and chime in, talk to me, big man.
So some of the fucking Chineses now could have call centres. Like the answer, they're that busy.
Because you phone up a Chinese and they go, can you wait 5 minutes there, please? Thank you. And then you hear them going, what's yours?
That's my favourite. What's yours?
Don't know. There's 2 bottles of Coke wrap on there, sorry. Don't know. Fuck me. Chase him out there, stupid bastard. 2 bottles of Coke could go that order. You forgot them last time your woman's on the fucking phone with me. Yes, go ahead there, love. What's your order? You know what I mean?
Well, don't you work in a Chinese? Because you've worked fucking everywhere. Where?
People probably won't believe me.
I know. I was working on Chinese. Roy King was there. He wanted a curry fried rice.
I worked in Freddy's Kitchen. It started off kebab shop, Saiton you called it, Nandytown. Yeah. And my mate got me in there like a Thursday night, and then I ended up doing a Thursday and a Friday. And the Chinese was the one to get into because they had 2 drivers, and on a Saturday night they made like 200 quid.
Fuck.
Yeah, and this is 98. Like, this is like 200 quid was fucking. My car was fucking 200 a month.
Right, so I was paying off your car
Saturday night would pay for the car, and eventually they approached me, headhunted me, and they got me in. What actually happened was I was doing thing, and the girl came out and she went, "Look, we've over access to fucking Chineses here. What way are you going?" I says, "Up the road." She says, "Want to throw a couple of Chineses?" So I was doing Chineses and kebabs in the same. You know, if I was going up a rice going, I'm going up here to Glass Mall or Andy Town. She was like, yes, I have 4, I'll take them. You know, just you take the money from them. And then the Chinese approached me and they were like, here, do you want to do, because I was fast as fuck. And they were like, do you want to do, I says, I'll do it as long as you don't have 2 drivers and give me the 2 wages. So you started at the start of the night, you get 17 quid. That was your petrol money. And then you got like 150 off every delivery.
Right.
That's what it was.
And how much would you do a night?
Well, fuck. If I was getting I was getting 2 £17, so it was 2 £17, and then I was making 200 quid.
For fuck's sake.
So that lets you know, like, but the girl, it was all to do with the girl that was on the phone, because she would pick up the phone and go, so wherever the first one went determined where the Chinese were going.
Right.
So if it was down the road, she only took down the road.
Right.
She would took like 30 down the road instead of taking one for a way up there to Twinbrook and then one away down to Grabner, which people would have cold food.
Right.
So she was really good at what she done. So it was more the girl on the desk where she picked up the phone. The first order was down the road. She was like, right down the road. And what she done was she took like 30 orders. She was an ex-taxi woman, so she knew all these streets and where they were beside each other.
Oh,
so she wouldn't take anything that would have took you too far away. And then what she would have done, so if somebody phoned up in the middle of that and was like, one the fucking Twinbrook, she would have went, listen, it's going to be 45 minutes, because she knew, get them ready, get them down the road, and then him coming back, and then him going up the road. And if they wanted it, they wanted it. If they didn't, they didn't. So when you came back, you normally were doing down the road, then up the road, then down the road, then up the road. That's the way it normally worked. Yeah. So you were just fucking busy as fuck. My boot used to be filled, and sometimes you were doing 5 1 straight, which was brilliant. Do you know what I mean? You were getting 5 150s for one street. You were just thinking. But one of the best things was I brought wee James, you know, our cousin's wee boy.
Aye.
So I brought him, and he was only a nipper, like. And I used to say there, can I keep him out till about 11 o'clock? So he was like, yeah. So I brought him on board, and I used to just give him bags and give him the change and say, right, if they give you a tenner, that's the change. If they give you £20, there's £10 and the change. That's what you give them back. And he's like, right. So I was giving him, we fucker was getting some tips, no, because he was only a nipper, like. So they're like, here, and they were giving him. So he's probably getting the pound himself on top of everything. So he was like, can I do it again? So every week he was coming out with me, and he was fucking brilliant at it. And he got right by it, and he was lifting them, and he knew. And then one week he was going somewhere with his man, he couldn't do it. And I had to do the deliveries of my own. And I was going to the door, and I was going, right, that's $7.20. And the fellow was going, $7.20? Is the prices down again? And I was like, what? And he was going, it was up to $7.80. And I was going, no, it's $7.20. It's always been. He says, you sure? Wait, what? The wee lad was 59 for the past fucking 7 weeks. It's been up, like. And I went, wee fucker. He had added 50p on to every delivery. Every one, 50p on every one. I'm doing 200 deliveries. Now he was probably only staying out till 11, but say even if we're doing 80 deliveries and he had added on 50p to everyone,
he's coming away with 50 quid there.
Do you know what I mean?
On top of whatever else.
On top of, I was giving him like 15 quid, and then he was getting, do you know what I mean?
And he fuck him under. He's like, I'll go out again.
Oh,
how old was he at the time?
He was really a nipper, like. He was really only, I'd say he's probably 10, if even.
What a wee bastard. That's class. I wouldn't even think to do that now.
But that's what I mean.
Even like 50p, it's not noticeable enough.
He was smart about it.
He was smart. He wasn't adding on a fiver, like, do you know what I mean? He was adding on 50p. It's went up 50p. People would go, the deliveries went up 50p.
Aye.
That's what he done. He says the deliveries went up 50p.
And when you're down for a Chinese, and you're down for one, you're not going to go 50p extra? Fuck off.
Yeah. So you pay it, and they probably, you know, if they were giving them a tip, they probably were just going, well, we'll just give him £1 then.
Is he a millionaire now?
No, he's not. He's a wee fucker. But do you know what? He's 5 talented at a very few things, but he's always went off the rails a wee bit.
Or is he like a big drinker or a partier? Or?
He's just mad. He's very talented. What he could paint and he could wash car. Like he's a car validator and stuff like that. But it was one of them ones he just never. And then had a few kids at different ones and all. And he's just went off the rails a wee bit. But
at the age of 10, the cunt showed promise.
One of them kids that he definitely should have been doing a lot more than what he's doing now.
Right, I get you.
Because he clued in.
Aye.
But just mad. So it's just. But anyway. But I done Goodfellas pizzas. That lasted like 2 nights because it took. I was coming in and normally the drivers would answer the phone, so I was writing out the docket. So somebody was rung in one night and they were asking for something and they didn't want chili, and whatever way I wrote it, it was all letters, whatever way I wrote it, they thought chili, so I sent out all the pizzas with chili on them. So say 12 pizzas went out with chili, and people were ringing up, what the fuck, and the owner came flying out, who took them fucking orders? And I went, I did, and he went, what the fuck are you fucking stupid? Here's me, you fucking hard or something, because I'm gonna knock your cunt, and he called me stupid again. So it didn't last too long.
That's because I can't
But
imagine.
Goodfellas was brilliant, their pizzas, everybody, you wanted to work in there.
Yeah.
Was it good coin in there or what?
Goodfellas was good because you only maybe took 5 pizzas out, but you know, at a time, you weren't doing as much run the boot as the Chineses. The Chineses were like fucking flat the mat. And then I remember one night in Poglass, I pulled in Poglass. I was doing the Chineses this night, and I pulled in. It was a winter's night, and next minute I seen this fella running out with a fucking baseball bat. And he started battering these two cunts, and I was like, this place is fucking mad. But I was going to his house with Chinese, and he's battering these two, right? And I'm standing with Chinese going, what the fuck do you do here, like? And he went, mate, they were going to fucking take your car. And I went, what? Do you remember I had the Almira? With the big wheels and all on it?
Yeah.
And the spoilers and all, so it was like a sports car. The fuckers realised I was a delivery driver, clicked on to where I worked, and the hoods phoned the Chinese till this guy's house. There was an alleyway at the side of it. And what they were going to do was, when I went to the door with the thing, they were going to jump me and take the keys and take the car.
Fuck.
And my money or whatever, they were going to rob me.
Aye.
And your mom was in the fucking bog and could hear them ordering it till his house.
Fuck.
Phone like 3 vigilantes in the area. And then when I pulled up and they run out, him and a few fucking fellas fucking pissed out and battered the fuck out of it. They were going to take my car.
Fuck. Did you give him a Chinese as a thank you?
No, he didn't order it. I had to bring it back to the Chinese man. Like, that was the thing. Like, if you didn't get, you had to pay for anything.
That wasn't.
Yes. So if I went up, I had to go up and say, look, I was a dummy one, but they were going to rob my car, and the wee Chinese man was going, what do you mean? Fucking £14 of fucking food, you can't eat. And I'm going, listen, they didn't order it. There was some more cunt ordered. It was nothing to do with me.
Do you ever get many fake delivery, like people ringing taking the piss?
Time. All the time.
That would do my fucking. And I remember being like 12 and like fake ringing Chinese.
But I told a story before where I threw the curry and all through the window.
Yeah.
In the house, and they were all going, bastard. And I was going, I fucking open the door now, you cunt. No, they were all laughing at me. But, no, and then the one night, I brought Andrea with me. We were going to Carnock the next morning, that's what it was, to the caravan. And I brought her out. She normally would come out for a couple of hours, but never would stay the whole night. And I got phoned back to this house that I'd already been at. And when I got the door, your woman tried to grab me. And she just like a house coat on, nothing underneath it. And I went, "Wah." And she was drunk and she was falling over the place. And her husband was just lying on the stairs like that, looking at me. And I was like, I pay fucking money, because the rice went everywhere. They ordered like a chicken fried rice, so it was like a dummy one, you know. But Andrew's trying to jump out of the car. What the fuck's she doing, grabbing you? And I had your man. I just lifted him up, put my hand in the pocket, and took out a tenner. And fucked the change at him. And I get in the car and she's going, what was that about? I was like, I don't know, but it was definitely, there was something happening there. Like,
I think they were on more than drink.
no, I think them two, when I delivered the Chinese earlier at night, I think the two of them took a wee shine into me and wanted me to come and have a Chinese with them that night, you know, because it was really late on.
How bad's your sex life that you're going, I think we get the Chinese delivery guy in on a wee fuck party?
See before, I would have went, that's mental, but see people are mental, like, you don't know, he might have erectile dysfunction, or you just don't know.
Can only get a hard on if he's got spare ribs.
He can only get a hard on if there's no peas in his fucking chicken.
That's literally the most like Belfast porn scenario. Chinese delivery man gets lucky.
Well, there is somebody who does a bit like that, isn't there?
Butler
does chicken
porn
balls. Chicken balls
for Sheila.
But I mean, it is like a fucking thing. But it was the one night, and Andrew was like, does that happen all the time? And I was like, no, it doesn't. Like, it was literally, if it's going to happen, it happens
when you're there. I can see why she gets suspicious of you, because every time she goes to a job you're at, people seemingly want to fuck you. So she must be like, is this all the time?
And it's not.
And it's only when she's there.
Yeah, I got my first titty the other week.
Ever?
Like, sent on the fucking Instagram. The way it's always dick pics. Like, all I get is dick pics.
For you, for some reason, you're the only one.
A girl sent me a titty and I was like, right, alright. First one, woohoo!
Kids, come on, look at that.
Daddy got it there.
Daddy's going up the world. Tits.
First dit. And I'm not asking for more dits to be sent, by the way. But genuinely, it's the first
Link
one.
in bio if you want to send Paddy some tits.
Just
gonna
send
be
them to
underneath the video.
Mudblood 20.
Email them. We'll read out our favourite ones that you send into the show.
Let's rate your tit.
Over
your
the
tit.
Patreon tit rate with the Mudblood.
What is the tit rate at the minute? Do you like tits?
Yeah, I mean they're all right. Yeah, I'm more of a bum guy, but
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean.
I don't want bums, by the way.
No
just
one's ever seen a big tit and went, nah. Even if you're not a tit guy, you like tits.
I prefer seeing like a bit of side tit. Like not the full tit.
The illusion of tit is better than a tit.
Yeah, because you can be disappointed with tits. There's no two tits the same. There never is.
They're
Even if they're done,
fingerprints.
come on. Even if there's no, it's just. Did you check the titties in that one? Yes. But
tit scanners.
there's no two tits in the same. Like they're always different. Weight, ratio.
Yeah. I've seen some lopsided tits
Of
before.
course, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
there's always a nipple up here and one there, or one's in and one's out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's never. There's never two tits the same.
It's the same we've talked about. It's like,
I got very disappointed whenever porn came about because I always seen through catalogs titties. So when porn came out, and I was like, "Oh, two tits is this." Yeah,
Catalog
this is
titties?
really, yeah. Well, that's what we had for porn. when we
oh,
were
like
kids.
lingerie.
the lingerie section in the catalog was.
I
was
thought
it.
you literally had a catalogue of tits, like a big Argus book of like, I'll take the number 74. Those are lovely.
Excuse me, Sheila. I ordered two of them. I ordered two tits there about 4 weeks ago and they've arrived. They don't match. The two tits are different, and I'm just not happy. Look, yes, I know there's a 14-day policy on taking these back, but listen, I've tried them, I've looked at them, and I'm just not happy with them. Do you know what I mean? It's like two lamps.
Yeah,
Be like
yeah,
them
yeah.
two different lamps in your living
It's like
room.
when you
You're
order it online and then it comes, you're like, that looked way
they
better
need
in
to
the
match
picture.
up. Yeah. It's
We've talked about that before, where you're like, someone in a bikini or like a little dress is way nicer than seeing them naked.
just seeing a wee bit of side tit is like, whoa.
Or like a nice curvy arse in a dress is better than seeing the actual.
Oh, a curvy arse and a nice pair of jeans is like
Or a pair of like those sports leggings, fantastic.
that's like.
This podcast is going to be
shouldn't
us
be allowed.
heavy breathing.
It shouldn't be allowed. Like leggings, there's leggings that aren't leggings; they're tights. And if they bend over, you see everything.
Yeah.
But I've also noticed that people who have not got beach bodies tend to wear them all the time.
Oh, the larger ladies love some leggings, like.
It's
You know
like
what I mean?
you and we half tops. So what they're basically doing is they're pulling their fucking tracksuit bottoms up over their big lard fucking belly.
Yeah.
And then having a bit of midframe hanging out and then no tits.
Yeah.
And you're going
It's basically made the boxing is how women dress.
Well, do you know what? You're the better figure than the way to feel the mind talking about here. And you're going, seriously, girls, you need to fucking.
It used to be a woman in the street I lived in.
I remember big fat birds used to just wear big fucking t-shirts and dresses to hide everything.
Aye.
Whereas now it's just like
It's
fucking,
body positivity.
I'm just wearing what I fucking want, and if my folds are hanging out, I don't give a fuck.
Which on one hand, fair fucks them. On the other
If that's
hand,
what they want to do.
Uh.
Yeah. I mean, and then they want, why are you judging me? Because your fucking back has bigger titties than your front.
because I can see your gunt in your leggings. And I
Yeah.
don't.
I can see your farkas stains. In your doot.
If you told me he was a solicitor in the Falls Road, I'd
Fargus
believe you.
stain.
Yeah.
With a fat over the fargus.
Got done for Joe, you need Fargus on his new leg.
It's like the solicitor up in Twinbrook outside his office. He has a collection of sports cars, and I mean collection of them, right? So he'll come in like in an Aston Martin DB9, fucking gorgeous, right? Or he'll come in a fucking Bentley, and it's sitting there in the mid. It's like your man in fucking Gangs of New York when he hangs the watch up to the wee cap. Nobody will fucking take my watch. Nobody takes his cars. Nobody touches them because he represents all the hoods.
Right.
So it's like you don't touch his
Is he
stuff.
the Saul Goodman?
I don't know.
Of the area, like
Twinbrook and Pogla.
Yeah, I love that.
And it just has all these big fancy, and they just sit there. Like, I reckon he could leave the keys in it. Nobody touch it.
Oh, I thought add some balls too, like. Because he'd know who'd steal it because he represents them all.
Yeah,
So
if
if
he
they get
represent,
arrested, yeah.
no, I have to represent. Isn't I fucking stealing my car, you know? But I think it's dead funny that he has all them cars sitting outside this thing.
I like it. There's a woman in my street talking about fucking work. I never got her name. I never learned her. But every time I saw
What
her,
number she live in?
can't remember. She lived in a little square bit.
Right.
But every time she came out, she'd have those leggings on. Not even muffin topping it. Do you ever get you put too much flour when you're making like cupcakes? And it just spills out? That, and she'd wear a wee white crop top.
Right.
And she'd always have like 4 kids on leashes with her. Always smoking a fag. Never learned their name, but her bombing about is just ingrained in my head. Fucking ugh.
Many wanks did you have over?
None. She
trying
actually
to have
she set the schedule back. She ruined wanks for me for
Is
days.
she the one you think about when you don't want to come?
Yeah. Yeah.
What happens if you get too excited about it and you do come, but you were thinking of her?
Fuck, you go do some prayers, do some rosaries, just sit in the shower for a few
Rosaries?
days. Yeah.
Needle beads up my ass.
I love Tom. That episode and last week's St. Paddy's Day episode were 2 of my favourite fucking ones ever. They were
I can't
fantastic.
remember. Last week was good.
It was really good
Yeah.
when you came in. The wee fucking
Hat though.
yeah. I'm gonna have to come in the balaclava.
I
next
done a
week if
gig
the
last
shave-
night with Kieran and Aaron in a gym.
What the fuck was that?
Brilliant. That's what it was. I didn't want to come off. It was like, it's the old print rooms up in Allentown, but we done a gig in it, and it was just brilliant. It was just amazing. The
How do you
noise,
end
the
up
levels.
doing it in a gym?
What?
How did it come about in a gym? Because I know for sure you and Kieran weren't in a gym and thought we could do a gig here. So how did
Well,
you
the
end
working
up?
out wasn't happening for me and them, so we decided, let's work our strengths. But, yeah, so I think the guy that owns the gym, he's running events for his clients.
Right.
So that's how it came about. There was like 150 people in,
It looked well set up.
and it was proper setup.
Do you ever see doing a gig in a place like that looks great and you're like, why can't some actual bars make it look this nice?
Instead of fucking
Do you mean-
having somebody mixing a fucking cocktail when you're on fucking stage.
Oh, I hate that.
You're on stage now. You're like, are you
Remember the
fucking
one,
hum-
I'll not name it, it's because it was a good gig, but North
Ben
Belfast, he'll name it then, alright. The first time they did it, they just had fucking cocktails all night. You're like,
while you're on stage?
yeah, and then you're giving the barman shit, and he's giving you a dirty look, and you're like, that's all anyone can hear is you making fucking woo-woos, mate. Do you know what I mean? Give pints. Pints are fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with them. But it was a good gig.
Yeah, or make the cocktails in another room and bring them up.
Yes. Also do that.
Yeah.
That's a bigger thing in England. It was here during COVID, and then we stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Table service at gigs.
But yes, do that gig. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Lavery's last night. It was
I would
lovely.
actually record in that room.
Would you? How was your Paddy's Day gig? I didn't. I
Brilliant.
ended
It
up
was the
not getting
best crowd work gig I've ever done.
it. Really?
Whereas, like, the crowd were just proper up for it and
Yeah.
attentive. So when you were 4 guys flew in from England to see it
Right?
and sat in the front row centre.
That's perfect.
So like 20 minutes was wasted on them ones.
Yeah.
Not wasted, but well fucking used on them.
Aye. People would think that's a plant too. Like, there's
course.
no way.
St.
St.
Paddy's Day
Yeah.
flew from England to come, so it was like, so it was just really good. And then there was 2 people from Donegal that worked with each other in the front row as well. So it was good that worked out.
How'd Tommy do?
He done really, really well.
Good man. He's
He
doing
done,
great every time I've seen him.
he done that, and then he done the Empire. And the Empire was quiet the other night, but I mean, quiet were no, they laugh and then they're attentive.
Yes.
Where the momentum, whereas my gig the other night was just like laugh, 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 laugh,
Yeah.
laugh,
Laugh, laugh, hiccup, laugh. Yeah.
and bless you.
Yeah.
And he just went, did I do well or did I not there? And I was like, yeah, you fucking did. You know?
The Empire's, unless it's rammed to the fucking gills and it's like, bah, you do come off in like, fuck, how was that?
Yeah.
I felt like
But it's still a good gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. How do you do? Because he wasn't meant to be on. Who was the guy? Great
Robin Granger, who I've gigged with in Scotland quite a bit.
What happened? Did he?
His plane cancelled again. That's the second time. I don't think he'd be doing the Empire anymore.
Fuck.
That's twice the plane he was getting on cancelled.
Fuck. I feel that's not even his fault either.
No,
Like that's
no.
balls.
But
And that happened first time he was doing Empire.
Twice now. Both times.
That's fucking grim.
So
like.
that's the comedy gods telling you don't.
You're not welcome here. That's fucking rough.
You're not welcome.
No, I was in London again during the week. Doing Leicester Square. It was fucking delightful.
Yeah, I'm doing that in September.
You doing it yourself? Good man. It's a fucking
Great room.
Great room. Say we 400. You know, it's 400 seater off the West End. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Really.
Can't
really
wait to do
fucking
it. Is that all it is? I thought it was more.
400. But it's a good. The ceiling's dead low,
Right, okay.
and you hear everything hit you.
Brilliant.
But it was one of those, you know, the trips you'll do with Shane sometimes, where he's like,
No, I've never been on one.
"Have you never been on one?"
No.
Well, when you do trips with Shane, he's very fucking get in, get out. So it's almost like a 24
Of your
hour.
arse?
Yes, and that's how you get them. If you're
That's
dishing,
why I haven't been doing them.
if you've been dishing out
Maybe
tip
I'm not
wanks,
as type. You know what I mean? Maybe he's working up till a bigger guy with a beard.
he's not ready for the dagger yet.
No.
But when he'll do things a lot like we'll get in, get out. So it's 24-hour days of travel.
He doesn't hang about.
No.
It doesn't really suit you.
It's hard. It is hard. Like I'll
Are you away again the weekend?
next week. Next week I'm away. I'm in Glasgow.
Van Winkles.
Doing 2 Van Winkles, yeah, and then I've a few more. And I'll be doing. They sold out, and they were wanting to put 2 more on, and I just went, "Nah, we'll do," because it's only work in progress. I was like, "I'll do those 2." So the stand's on to me. I'm gonna do a solo there in November, December time. Very good. I mean, you've done the stand before in Glasgow, haven't you? I want to get on the club night off because it looks fucking.
And they're weird about the way they're booking things now.
How so? I'm sorry that we're comedians talking about comedy. Again.
Yeah, it
Apologies.
just seems like they're not really booking acts outside of Scotland. I don't know.
Think they're trying to build it up, or they're trying to save a bit of coin.
I think they're saving.
Same bit of coin.
I think so.
Ugh, this looks like I'm getting ready to fucking scrap you. Like, how the fuck am I booking me?
I ain't taking my top off.
What the rest of the family get up to for St. Paddy's Day? I didn't go out. I went out for
We
the
went to
rugby.
parade.
What goes on the St. Pat? Is it marches? Like
I'm
drums
not
and
down.
shit
You
and
have to
flutes?
come. You have to come and see it.
I don't know.
I think the St. Paddy's Day thing, it's very inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have like Indians and, you know, Polish and all different groups that are living here now, marching in it and stuff like that there. But there's no bands and it's all like a guy on a big fucking dog dressed up as Cuchulainn, and there's no like
What?
there's no Republican bands or anything. Do you know what I mean?
What's Cuchulainn?
Cuchulainn?
Who is that?
Well, if you go on to the Shankill, there's two stories of Cuchulainn, right?
Yeah.
They say he was the first defender of Ulster,
Okay.
but he fought with a hurling stick and had an Irish wolfhound and wore a Celtic cap. So I don't see how. And his name was Cuchulainn.
Right.
Spelled C-H-U fada
No, just C-U, fada.
C-U fada H-L-A-N or something, isn't it?
C-H-U-L
Cuchulainn. Cuchulainn, which
Right.
translates into Mickey.
Was he of the era of like Finn McCool, or was he after?
I think he would have been the 1500s or something, wouldn't
And is he real or mythical?
Nobody knows.
he? Nobody knows. I mean, there's a story about him. Somebody found a comic one time, he's in it, and that's it. No, I don't know the full facts of Cuchulainn and stuff like that. And I know he defended Ulster and he fought for the O'Neill clan and all that there. But the loyalists claimed him. Johnny Adair claimed him, and he was on the wall.
The
And
Johnny
then Lower
Third
Shankill.
just gets to decide.
Cuchulainn, first
He's
defender.
ours.
First defender of Ulster. It was like Ruth Patterson saying that St. Patrick was a prod. Do you remember that? That ended her career. Did you ever hear that?
What?
When Ruth Patterson done that?
What?
She said,
St. Patrick was the proudest. She didn't even do it like,
She was-
no, I think
she
he was.
was-
She was like assertive that he definitely was.
William Crawley was his show on BBC Radio Ulster, and he was like, "You do know St. Patrick was around here before the Reformation," and she went, "It's my belief that St. Patrick
Yeah.
would have been a Protestant
Yeah.
man."
You can tell her back was against the wall. She was like, fuck it, I'm going to just say this.
And that was it. That
Where
was
did
she
she
was
run
done.
for? TUV?
No, DUP.
Was she DUP?
She was DUP.
Remember I got my her dye blown?
Emma
I did
Pink.
look like her.
You did look like her.
I did look like
You did
Ruth
look like
Patterson.
Ruth Patterson. She was like this wee woman from East Belfast. Was she East Belfast or Sandy Row?
I couldn't say for sure.
And she was like,
I'm gonna lean
see when
towards
the
Sandy
saying
Row.
the Good Friday Agreement, she was outside Stormont. She went,
Mate,
I will never forgive them for what they've done in that room today.
I have her speech memorised in my head. May the children of Ulster forgive them, because I won't. I never will. And then she storms off. I remember in politics class, we watched a documentary, and everyone else was given quite level-headed answers, being like, well, it's debatable, and some see this as a success. She's just fucking squealing like fuck.
And then I put her face over Donald Trump, right, on like a face swap thing.
I love when you find those like apps, face swaps and stuff, because you get obsessed with them.
And she came out as Ian Paisley. And Mrs. Doubtfire, like a crossover. It was like Mrs. Doubtfire with Ian Paisley. It was like a fucking strange. I done like a strange thing. I have the photo somewhere.
No, she was fucking.
St. Patrick was a Protestant.
Was she not free agent and independent at that time, or was she the UP
No, she
affiliated?
was the UP. She Emma Pengangley.
Pengangley.
Right? Seen as this is what I'm gonna do now.
Emma Pengangley.
This is what I'm gonna do. See, because Protestants can't say Irish names.
Yeah, you're just gonna mispronounce.
I'm gonna mispronounce Protestant ones.
Ruth Potato Patterson.
Ruth Patterson.
They're hard to fuck up.
Ian Paisley. You should call himself that. Ian Paisley.
Junior.
That sounds really
As we
Ian
must.
Paisley.
Ian Paisley Junior. I take expenses for free. I love that cunt.
Ian.
The more I learn about him, like you're a fucking wee
Ian
chancer,
Paisley.
and I love it. And he gets away with it, and he's always on the talk shows.
Don't give a fuck.
Everyone's like, "And you use taxpayers' money to go to Bali for no reason." He's sitting there being like, "I was fucking class."
Oh, would you not go, you bloody?
Like, did you use 50 grand? He's like, "Fucking right, I did." Pay for an album. He fucking loves it.
He's a secret fucking Republican.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's in politics. And I'm like, it's clear he didn't want to do it. But he's in it 'cause
he
his
had to
dad.
carry on because his dad's name.
Yeah,
And they know, like, they don't get him to go on and talk about anything around it because he fuck it up.
because he doesn't fucking care.
Fuck it up.
He really doesn't give a fuck.
It's like your dad owned that bar. You just fucking work away at it. It's just success.
Aye.
It's like your dad owning fucking Lavery's.
Yeah.
And them just going here. And
Yeah.
people's just going.
Right, you get a general manager job.
Yeah.
You'll come in once every Saturday, every couple of weeks, and that just to keep you quiet. Because one thing I've learned over this podcast, because I didn't like him before, and then over the course of this, I've been like, nah, the cunt's killing it. Like he's great. He fucks about. He gets hammered. He goes free
He's doing
holidays.
10 minutes in the Empire next week.
No way, Andrew is dying to get fucking Michelle O'Neill on,
Yeah.
to the point I think he might kill her one day. I want Ian Paisley Jr. on this. Just to
Can
be
we
like-
try?
I think
Tried.
we can try, like. I think he'd be great crack. Is there any politicians you want, though? Because I don't want any serious politicians. I don't want serious debate. I want someone who's, like, on the way out just going, I'll fucking tell you, right? I'll tell you who's a dickhead in the fucking assembly.
Sammy Wilson. I think he'd be a bit of crack.
He would be a bit of crack.
No, I wouldn't.
He would.
No, I think he would. No, I think Sammy Wilson would be a bit of crack. I do.
I was maybe like, why
I
would
don't
you...
agree with his politics, but I genuinely think he'd be a bit of crack. I think Sammy would eat. Because when he done the Ali G thing, he tried to tell jokes and stuff too.
When the fuck... Was he on... He was on Ali G?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Ali G was going, so why is it you hate the RAC? And he's like, we don't hate the RAC. He says, well, you attacked them. And he's like, no, we support them. And he was like, no, they're only going out and helping people with broke down vehicles. And he's like, no, you're getting that mixed up with the RAC. We're talking about the RUC. He says, whatever, man. And then he's like, and then he tried to tell him a joke, and Ali G just looked at him. It was about Paisley and a fucking Pope tap. The crocodiles wouldn't eat him. That's what it was.
What was
Even the
joke?
crocodiles wouldn't swallow you.
That's what it was.
And Ali G's just looking at him. And then Ali G met Sue Ramsey and was like, what is it, we're using some drugs? They're always having the crack. And she's like, no. Sue Ramsey's a bit of crack too.
Who was she, Sinn Féin?
Sinn Féin.
Do you think we could probably get Shinners on easier, faster than we got the UP guys on? Like,
No.
I'm not saying we would. I'm saying if we reached out.
No, I don't know.
No, don't think so.
I don't think they would come on. I don't like. Not because of what Mudblood is. I just think they wouldn't come on.
No,
Would
we'd
be.
wreck their career.
No, I just think that
They're so strict in terms of like the media.
what to do and what to say. So I don't think we would fit the narrative. Like,
See if who are we gonna end up with here? Like, are we gonna end up with like a fucking
we
sister
can get Jimmy
candidate?
Bryson on, but
We've tried. He keeps pulling out.
no, I think he'd do it. But
I know Jelvis has been asking to come on as well.
has he?
He has.
He didn't come the first time.
I know. He had to make the money. He said. He was gonna come, and he's
Fuck,
like,
we could have given him the 20 quid, like. Do you know what I mean? We could have stressed
why are you paying him double?
$7.50 each. I could have got some of my money back off our James. He stole the fucking the deliveries.
He wants to come on, so we might get Elvis on. I don't know.
But I've seen him on a podcast. He's
quite quiet, isn't he? That's what's putting me off.
Yeah.
You might get
I want to work with Paddy. He's a talent magnet.
Have you seen that when he's on X Factor?
no.
You not seen him on X
I've
Factor?
seen him. I've seen that.
He goes, why is he going to Three Blind Mice at the end?
I don't know. That's
Because he
what
comes
it
and he goes,
says.
I want to work with Louis. Louis the talent magnet.
The talent magnet.
Louis sitting there, I really like that.
Louis going,
I like young boys, but no.
I'd finger you.
Simon, I like him. He loved wee Irish boys like that.
Who's that?
Louis Walsh.
Oh, Louis Walsh. Aye.
Everyone's like, oh, how's he getting all these young
Louis Walsh,
19-year-old boys?
Louis Walsh, if he hadn't have been involved in the music industry, would have been a priest.
Do you think so?
100.
He strikes me as a guy who would run a massage parlour or like a gay sauna.
Strikes me as an old boy who goes, listen, I rub the feet of all my acts. This is what I do. Just lie back and relax. Listen to Bewitched.
That's the noise they make when he puts a finger in. I love how we went from what politicians could we get on the show to Louis Walsh is just he's just fingering Westlife, and then Jelvis is there. This is why won't politicians come on our show?
Louis Walsh Boyzone, he was, wasn't he?
He was Boyzone, he was Westlife, he did a G4.
G4?
Yeah, they came like second on X Factor. They were an opera group.
G4? I have never heard of him.
Never heard of G4?
No. Were they Irish?
No, but they were a boy band,
Right.
which took his interest. They may have been Simon now, the more I think about it. But I can't think. He did Boyzone, he did Westlife. Who else did he?
Bewitched.
Was he Bewitched?
Yes.
Another Irish group?
Yeah, but, and two, what? No. And she he was them or two fucking rackets. We should get them ones on.
Jedward?
Jedward.
I couldn't sit in the room with him for 5 minutes.
I think they'd be good crack.
It's doable.
I think they're good crack.
Is it desirable?
I think they're good crack. I really
Do you know what? Now they're older, they've mellowed out a bit. See, when they were young on X Factor, I had...
They've mellowed out a bit. So they've went from being like, hey, we're Jedward, to now they're like, okay, let's stop Syrian war crimes.
Yeah, literally though. Hey, Putin, stop dropping bombs on Kiev. Like, that's what they're at now.
You've been watching too much fucking hell, dude.
That's what they're fucking always on TikTok.
Are they?
Always all
Do you
over
watch
that
them?
shit.
Because I'm on TikTok, I don't see them.
They just come up for me. I don't know why. Everyone's TikTok's different.
Can I
Send
see?
everybody on Instagram DMs.
But let's try and get Jedward. But I remember when they started, they weren't even like, do you know, like when someone's loud, they were just like when you gave a child too much Coca-Cola at a party.
Hey,
And they're just out there
Jedward
being
here.
like, oh, let's go on the bouncy castle, and then we'll sing a song, and then we'll have sweeties, and then we'll do slides. And you're like, fucking sit down for 2 minutes.
Daphne had autism.
I don't know. I would go more ADHD than autism. I wouldn't say they're autistic.
Jedward.
That's it.
What?
Speaking of ADHD, that is us, absolutely. I wonder if there's any Sinn Féin MLAs would come on the show 2 minutes later. Jedward's TikTok.
Let me see.
Are you following them now?
Yep.
They're counting 22. What's that? They're on 220.
224,000.
Did you just wave at them?
Be like, hey, Paddy McDonald, comedian from Belfast.
Let's see your dick.
I just literally sent them, hey lads, what's the crack?
They did
And we'll
a song
see.
with Vanilla Ice, didn't they?
We'll see.
Yeah,
They did.
That was one of their songs on the. I don't know whether that.
They brought it out. It got the number 2 in the charts.
Fuck.
Did it.
It was their Ice Ice Baby Under Pressure
Jedward
mashup.
mashup.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Jedward.
the Owen Quigg era?
I do remember.
Owen Quigg just followed me on
I'd
Instagram.
I'd like to have Owen Quigg on.
Is he beef?
Did you ever have the Owen Quigg haircut?
No, never.
No.
Did you?
No.
He
But-
played in my school once.
But he
Like
had,
the year after he was on X
Football?
Factor.
Did he play football in
He
your
did a
school?
concert.
it was about 2 years after he was on. Everybody in our year like freaking got that thing where it was like you had like the long like hair coming down the
sideburns,
and the wee like
Dragon Ball
fringe,
Z, Super Saiyan,
and then spiked up in the middle.
Yeah. No, he 2 years after he did X Factor, he went quiet. Then he was like doing a tour of schools. So that could happen to us if things go south.
What's that?
If we could just end up doing schools, gigs in
Schools. I think by that stage, I think we'll be past it. You don't know. What is our demographic like in terms of people that?
Our demographic, I think we're big between 25 and 40. I'm not.
We're big between 25 and 40.
I'm not. I'm afraid of growing old. I was like 40. I didn't want to say it.
I've never heard that one.
What is that, lipstick?
You know, hold on. You know too much about them. Like, they keep coming up my TikTok. Oh, is that lipstick? Oh, you
they got the number 2 in the charts. And
you know too much about them.
I listen to a lot of like.
Have you wanked over Jedward?
That's a big reach. No. How did you go? I know.
A big reach?
How did you go? You know one song.
It's a big reach. Wow, Jedward. You knew about Vanilla Ace. You knew about them on TikTok. You knew about them fucking...
They're everywhere. I just remember that song annoying me.
And you know an awful lot about the Elvis.
What do you think? I'm gangbanging just all these
I just
Irish
think
acts?
that you fucking have a hard on for all these Irish fucking weird acts.
I have a weird
And you're a Protestant,
knowledge.
But they're all
the
Irish.
Fuck does that have to do with anything?
They're all Irish.
When's the Jedward
They're all
mixed
Irish.
with a
Like,
Wolf
you're not going, listen, fucking your man's from Scotland and he's in a flute band. None of that. It's all Irish.
There's I know some.
There's so much fucking Irishness that you fucking chase and know about and do.
It's shoved in my face, Paddy, and I don't like it.
It's shoved.
It's shoved down my throat.
What's shoved down your throat?
The Irishness of the country, and I'm sick of it. I'm gonna go full Ruth Patterson.
You're.
There's some good. I listen to a lot of Scottish singers. I've heard Dylan John Thomas.
Scottish singers?
Fantastic.
What's he sing?
That's a song that's big at the minute called Fever. Like a Clubland remix was done to it. It's like, if time is a healer, find me the dealer, give me back the day. And loads of like we fucking smicks are out in tracksuits, like fucking shuffling to it.
Right.
It's a good fucking song. He's good.
Like you've went from wanking to Rihanna when you were a teenager. Now it's all fellas and it's all things.
No, we're just talking about. I'm a big Janet Devlin fan. We'll talk about that.
Janet Devlin.
Love Janet Devlin.
What's she do?
She's a singer. She was on X Factor and Owen Quigg's here.
What's she sing?
I don't fucking know. I know she's a singer.
Did I rest my point there? There's a fucking.
She didn't chart. They charted.
You didn't.
I know charts.
You know, I don't know her. Don't know what she's doing. Don't know where she is now. But she was.
I know where she is now. She's on podcasts.
She's in the boot of my car. I said something in the gig last night. He's like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "You're the only person in the gig that's not from West Belfast." And then he didn't say anything. He's like, "Whereabouts you from?" And he went, "Glengormley." And like it sounded like somebody in the boot of his car going, "Yo." It was like the weirdest. Yo. And when he said it, it sounded like somebody was trapped somewhere. And I was like, I can't have somebody in the boot of his car.
So you get weird. You'll get a mix in your crowd that you'll get people who will absolutely talk away to you, and then you'll get a subsection of people who can't look at you or speak out loud. So when you do crowd work, you're like, "Where are you from, big man?" They're like,
"There's a guy that messaged me all the time."
Yeah, and you love that.
But sees me every morning and afternoon.
And won't speak to you.
And puts the head down and walks past me. And the moment that I stopped him one day and went, "Listen, it's real life. You can talk to me." And he fucking couldn't get away from me quick enough. But would message me 3 to 4 times a day on Insta. And when I done that, blocked me. And physically fucking crosses the road now when he sees me. And
Did he ever address that he would have seen you? Did he ever be like, "Saw you in the fucking centre"?
Whenever I mentioned it, he used to change the subject, but would talk about other things. But physically, when I was in front of him, couldn't deal with it.
He's gonna kill you one day.
You think so?
Yeah, he's gonna show up. You're delivering Chineses. He's just gonna be like,
"We ever in a boy band in the 90s? Wee Willie's a fetish fish, you."
I really don't.
You fucking do.
Just because I knew a couple, I have a Rain Man knowledge of the charts from like 2003 until like 2015.
2003, November. Who was number 1?
I'm gonna say Nelly and Kelly Rowland, Dilemma.
I think that was 02.
You could be right.
Let's look that up. That was 02. 03 might have been Busted. That was Busted's year. Busted had a big year that year.
Yet again.
I'm gonna
Another boy band.
go year 3000. Busted. Final answer.
November 2003. Did we say there?
Yeah. I could be completely
Oh. Sit here,
Let's find
really
out.
sitting over there. Are you still wanking over Bonnie O'Hare?
the fuck's Paddy O'Hare?
He was in a boy band from Ballymena.
There's a boy band from Ballymena.
Oh,
What the fuck?
never hear of him?
What were they called?
Take long.
Right, you were awful close.
Right.
It was Busted.
Right.
It was Crash the Wedding.
Fuck! Close, but no
And then
cigar.
no one followed it up. Westlife and Mandy.
Fuck, that's right. Westlife was a good year that year. Look up when Dilemma was. I'm certain that was 02. Told you, man.
No.
I know charts.
Listen, if this was Rain Man, you've just lost the money.
Nah.
You've just lost the money.
You get
Like.
half. Well, I'm not betting on anything.
No, but you said you've a Rain Man knowledge of the charts.
If you
From
get,
2003.
if I hear the song, I can tell you where it charted and what year it was.
Right.
I don't know who was like. I can give a guess based on where the group was at that time. I can't give like here's who was number 7 at fucking 04.
Right, okay.
But I know my chart music.
Yeah, Nelly and Kelly Rowland, 2002.
Yeah. November?
No, it doesn't say.
I don't think it was November because it was a summer hit. I don't think it would have been number 1. It would have been in around the charts November because it took a while to drop off. Don't think it was number 1.
It's getting hot in here, so I take off my gear. I am getting so hot, I want to take my
No,
clothes.
it was actually October.
There we go.
There we go. Told you it'd be in
Wasn't
around
a
there. It
summer
would be
song?
number 1.
Wasn't
Oh, it was a summer song. It was everywhere. Why did he go Jelvis? Why did he not go Nelly? Could have been Jelly. Why did he not do that?
Who?
Jelvis. Could have been Jelly instead of Jelvis.
Jelvis.
I want to see him do Jelly.
Why did he say Jelvis? That's something.
Because
we
his
asked him
name
when-
is Jordan.
Jordan Elvis.
Jordan Elvis. Jelvis. There we go.
But his name's not Jordan. His name is Jelvis. In fact, I found out a couple of weeks ago.
What the fuck do you mean?
I would love to do
I
what.
was like, right, Jordan, nice to meet you.
I would love to do a video where Jelvis doing his fucking moves in Corn Market, and then just put that clip on at the end of it, and the guy goes, "Fuck me, that's Jason Bourne."
What happened when you... Also, I love the clip. At no point in that clip does he go, "Fuck me, that's Jason Bourne." Bollocks!
It's Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Fuck me.
Fuck my arse, that's Jason Bourne.
That's the Tom State person. Fuck me, that's Jason Bourne.
That's a Connor Burns.
It's the Tom Smith version.
It's a fuck me. That's
That's my friend, Jason
Jason
Bourne.
Bourne.
We bring up that Jason Bourne's his friend. How did you find out? So he doesn't go by Jordan.
No, he goes by Jelvis. I said to him, I was like, nice to meet you, Jordan.
Was he in here?
Yeah,
Who's he on?
Tiernan's.
Belter. And I says, nice to meet you, Jordan. And he went, no, it's Jelvis. And I was like, right.
I like that.
And I was like, fair enough.
I like that.
Sorry for dead naming you.
I'm not even introducing him to the concept of dead naming. I've got him over saying the F word for gay people. I'm not introducing him to dead name. Do you know what dead naming is? It's you look so
Somebody
adorable right now.
transitions. If you
Dead-
use their old name, they're
So
referring to them.
if I became a woman, I want you to call me Claire, and you're like, fuck up, you're Willie. That's called dead naming. You refuse to accept any identity.
If you changed your name to Claire,
Yeah.
then you
And
really would have.
I ordered myself a nice wee pair of tits out of
You
the
really
catalogue.
did fuck up your Willie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You can keep your Willie, don't have tits. You can still go as a woman.
See that?
Right, that
No, we'll fucking let's do
No,
it.
we're going there.
This
Let's.
is why I didn't want to say it. I knew it would open this can of worms.
I don't care what people want to be. It doesn't annoy me, right? But that case where that cunt's a rapist and is getting put in a woman's prison but still has a cat.
Yeah, that annoys me. Not annoying. Like, I'm not up at night thinking about it, but I'm like, yeah, no.
I haven't went into it too much, so I can't paddy fact it. But it's. Why are you laughing at?
Just you can't paddy fact it. So
I can't because I haven't went into it in detail.
Yeah.
But I can paddy fact this. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, fuck.
Bohemian Rhapsody. And Hey
No matter where it goes.
and Hey Jude were both recorded and performed on the same piano. And that's a paddy fact. And on that note, thank you very much for listening to the Mudblood podcast this week.
Buddy, what's your opinions on trans rights? Hey Jude was written in a day. Good night.
See you later.
See you.
I feel electric.